Starting a YouTube channel at 62 is not as easy as it's made out to be. At least that's been my experience. So I wanted to share with you what it's like to start a YouTube channel at 62 and the trials and tribulations along the way, and how not all of us actually gain 10,000 subscribers in 10 weeks. I'm sure some do. That hasn't been my experience. I'm still working hard at it. So I hope you stay with me and join me while we talk about starting a YouTube channel at 62. One more thing before we jump into the video. So full disclosure, warning, warning, danger ahead, Will Robinson. If you get that reference, then you belong on this channel. I did a practice run yesterday, trying to make sure my topic was on point, that I was not rambling, it wasn't too long, and in doing the practice run and in rerunning it, I realized it was probably the best I was going to get. So I decided to put that up on the channel today. So you'll see me in a different outfit, early morning, no makeup, no all of this. And yeah, so you'll really see the real Mimi of Mimi and more. Anyway, here you go. Let's get into the video. I started, I guess about a year and a half ago, I started watching a lot of YouTube channels because I was going to be embarking on a weight loss journey with medication. And so I wanted to just, kind of get, I tend not to want to use the word advice, but the perspectives of other people who were doing the same thing. And also at the same time, my husband and I are both very, very interested in travel. And I was fascinated with what's called slow travel. So, I'm watching videos, and I'm realizing that I'm not really finding the videos. I mean, I'm finding videos, but they're not really being done by people that I felt were my age or closer to my age, or maybe my age, but not having like my experience. So with the weight loss, for sure, I wasn't finding a lot of people who were over, in the over 60 bracket. And for the travel, we love to travel and do extensive traveling, but we're not retired yet. And certainly not at a stage where if we were retired, or that we would be selling off. You see, this is where editing takes place, where that we would want to sell everything we owned and do full-time slow travel that way. So let me put a disclaimer in that, the people who are doing it, I love you for it. Just don't know that I can get to that point. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. So anyway, in my quest for, looking and gaining, some perspectives, I decided that maybe I should just start my own YouTube channel and talk about things from my perspective, or the perspective of someone who was over 60 in their early 60s. And so that's what I did. So in this process, I started watching people and, what they were filming and what I thought that audiences would like or would gain success. So I was really like all over the place. So I was doing travel videos, because we were doing a lot of traveling at the time. So I was making videos, when we would go on a cruise, I would, drag my husband with me, and we'd walk around the whole ship and film the ship. And we'd get into a hotel. He couldn't even come in the door because I wanted to video the whole hotel room, the whole hotel, or the timeshare or whatever. And, we went to Europe for 5 weeks, and I was trying to video that. And, I'm putting all this stuff up, and I'm getting, 30 views. I don't know. A couple did okay, but I just clearly wasn't gaining the type of audience that I thought I should. And, so at the same time, I was sort of like filling in, because I'm not retired. So, there is work to be done. So I'm not traveling all the time. So I how can you do travel videos if you're not traveling all the time, right? So I started filling in with I filmed everything I did. I filmed myself getting my hair bleached blonde. Yes, I am a redhead now, a brownish redhead. We'll cover that in another video. I covered, really personal stuff like waxing my facial hair. I did packing and unpacking. And when I was, checking my luggage, not checking my, like I was all over the place. And I realized it sort of hit me that I was having like YouTube FOMO, where I was like focusing on what was making other people successful. And it wasn't really working for me. And so I realized then that I just had to focus on me and not, and I guess my successes, if you want to call it that. But so that's why I'm here today, right? I've been thinking about this a lot since the beginning of the year. And I love being on camera. And I really enjoy doing these videos, but I realized that I had to begin doing them for what was really resonating with me instead of really trying to be like everybody else. Now, that's not to say that I still don't watch all those videos. I've got my people that I can't wait for their video to come out every week that are doing different things, from slow travel to, aging and beauty and all that kind of stuff. And I love that. But I realize that I am unique and my travel should be unique. So that's really what I want to focus on. I want to focus on content that's resonates with, my successes or my experiences, but as they relate to, everyone being how over 60, or how I hope they can relate to other people being over 60. I want to be here putting up content that talks about my experiences and my failures as a 60-something. And I want to talk about how being in your 60s is kind of a hard decade, or at least for me, and see if you feel the same as you're experiencing things, and where we are in life and what we're dealing with. And of course, if I travel, I'll put a video up about that travel experience. Or, as you can see, I'm no longer a platinum blonde. I'm now more of a redhead. I'll talk about that experience and what it meant to me and why I did it, and things like that. So anyway, I hope this gives you cause to like and subscribe and stay with me on this journey. We'll see what the weeks ahead bring. In the meantime, have a great week. Enjoy, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.